All right, this is an update on the Tampa Bay Rays stadium situation. You know what? I think this is much needed. I've said in previous videos, the Rays' current stadium plan, where they're trying to build their new stadium diagonal from the current Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, it just simply makes no sense, and it's a weird canopy stadium. You know, they need a new idea. And here we go. We've got the situation heating up with St. Petersburg, along with Hillsborough County and Ybor City, which is where I think they should go. That would be in and around the Tampa area. It would be a much better location. And Hillsborough County is expected to present the Rays with a specific ballpark plan in the coming weeks. There are a few different ballparks floating around in terms of renderings. I like the one that has the little inlet lake. That's the one that I like. But with the new Tampa Bay Rays stadium, if it does actually happen, I'm sure it is going to be fully closed with it being in Florida, but you're also going to have a ton of natural light let into it. It's going to be one of those newer type looks. The last rendering we had, or the last idea for a stadium located in Ybor City, was just under $900 million, which is a pretty good price if it's going to include a see-through translucent roof like those renderings are showing. But this was a much-needed step for the Rays. They got to leave St. Petersburg. It just makes no sense. All we hear is people complain. The location sucks, the location sucks, the location sucks. Well, then why would you build a new stadium and lock yourself in for the next 30 years in the exact same location? Either way, Tampa Bay, the Rays, they want to build up the stadium district, which is a virtual guarantee now, I feel like, with any new stadium, whether it's NBA, MLB, NFL. If you're going to build a new stadium, there's going to be a district surrounding it with residential areas, gathering places, bars, restaurants, newer apartments. All of it seems to be going in, and that's why the Rays had that model of the Canopy Stadium located right diagonal from St. Petersburg. It looks like that model and this new Hillsborough, county situation, they're going to be battling for this new stadium, and I just can't see it in St. Petersburg. You know, I pondered a few weeks ago in a video about the Rays maybe moving to Nashville because everyone thinks Nashville's getting an MLB team. I still have a few questions about how Nashville's going to be able to fund a new MLB stadium with all the public money going in to the new Titans domed stadium, $2.2 billion. I believe the public is paying like half of that or something, so it's a lot. How are they also going to afford an MLB stadium? But there was also a private group from what it's like Music City Baseball, and they're very interested in possibly getting the Rays or an expansion team. If they somehow got the Rays, I would imagine they would change the Rays name, and they would just do a complete rebrand, considering the Rays don't have much of a history. They would become the Nashville Stars, and I do think that Nashville's going to get a team either way. When it comes to both of these two potential pitches, you've got one in Hillsborough County and one in St. Petersburg. Both proposals would also rely on public funding featuring county hotel taxes and potentially other tourist tax. Some details on it: looks like 700 hotel rooms, 1.4 million square feet of offices, along with retail and entertainment space, around 14 acres dedicated to open space and 32 acres of public community and cultural uses. So yes, that basically describes the entire, stadium complex that seems to be happening time and time again with the Rays. But like I said in my previous videos, that canopy design just never made sense. The location didn't make sense. There's no way they can do that. That's just stupid. It's like you're adding on to the issue of the poor attendance. I mean, we understand Tropicana Field, not a good ballpark. That's going to affect the attendance, but let's be real. This is a team that they've been in first place since the first game of the season, and they're still bottom 5 in attendance overall. That's a big issue, especially with MLB and how better attendance has been this year. You have to wonder how much of it is due to the lack of support just in terms of baseball in the Florida area. I mean, look at the Miami Marlins with their new stadium. They've got a beautiful retractable roof. They're struggling to draw. Tampa Bay is struggling. You can say it's the location. You can say it's the stadium. If you go with the Ybor City model, you solve both of those problems, and then it's just on the fans. You get the new stadium, probably going to be a dome. It's going to be climate controlled. And you get the new location with easier access for most people and a higher population center. You would figure it's a no-brainer, but this is not surprising. The Rays, their owner, they're going to have, these two areas square off and say, kind of bid against each other, try and get the best deal. Whoever gives them the best deal is who they're going to go with. If the public funding can't happen or they can't agree on it, at that point you start talking relocation, and I don't think it's out of the question due to the attendance problems and the issues the Rays have had with getting a new stadium when it comes to that. And then just an update on the San Jose situation. So San Jose was trying to get the okay from the MLB to be able to explore their own expansion team and not have to worry about the Giants kind of owning that area. Previously, they couldn't even, try and get an expansion team. And the update is it's over. It's not happening. MLB turns down San Jose's mayor's letter seeking expansion, citing focus on the A's relocation. So that lasted all of about 2 days. I think I put up the video talking about San Jose maybe getting an expansion team, and then like a day or two later, the MLB immediately shot them down. So yeah, San Jose is not getting a team. I guess they're saying they want to focus on the A's. That's a non-answer. I'm guessing the real issue is the amount of Giants fans in San Jose. They don't think, it would be a good idea for the MLB to go to that city with the oversaturation already of Giants fans and those teams very close to each other. I mean, you have teams like Oakland and San Francisco, the A's I guess maybe that's why the A's are moving, but the A's and Giants are extremely close. I mean, the Dodgers and Angels are extremely close. San Jose does have a lot of money, with all of the tech in that city, but either way, it's not happening. And then the Royals, so when I was doing the video, there was not an official date that came out. It looks like the Royals situation is finally moving. 2027, 2028 is when they want their new stadium ready by. If we go by that timeline, the Royals, at the end of the summer, they want their new site to be picked out. I'm guessing it's going to be a vertical complex that's located in downtown Kansas City with surrounding apartment buildings and around a 35,000 seat stadium. If they have a timeline in 2027, they want the new stadium, they need to start construction in 2024, which theoretically could happen if they do pick out the site by the end of the summer, but they do have to get all the funding in place. It is a $2 billion project with the stadium costing around $1 billion, and then you would also have the surrounding area costing around $1 billion to build it up. They want to do the whole Wrigleyville thing like everyone else. So that is that situation. If they do want to go by 2027, they are going to have to start moving on that. But the stuff with the Rays, it was inevitable. I said it was going to happen. The St. Petersburg thing, it just makes absolutely no sense. But you know what? If they offer a better bid than Ybor City, they might end up getting this deal. I still don't think it's likely. I still don't think it makes sense. And the proposal, I'm hoping for brand new renderings, but I do like that one stadium right next to the inlet. If I'm going to be honest, I am not 100% sure that is in Hillsborough County. The issue is the Rays have done this thing where it's way worse. The Rays stadium renderings are way worse than Oakland's. And what I mean by that is there's like 40 different stadium rendering proposals they've had in the past 10 years. I'm not kidding. You could find so many different ones, and it's like I don't even know which one I'm looking at. I know that one with kind of the roof on that is just ugly, man. It just looks cheap. I understand it's like the see-through thing, but this is the problem that I'm going to start having with these ballparks because they're downsizing so much, and the capacity for the Rays, I mean, they don't need a big capacity anyways. It's going to be like 30K. There's basically non-existent outfield seating, and the ballpark to me gives off a real minor league vibe. It's the same problem the new Las Vegas ballpark has. If you're an MLB designer, or if you're a ballpark designer, you have to put an emphasis on having legitimate outfield seating. Otherwise, it's going to come off looking like a minor league park. It just does. It looks really small if you have very minimal outfield seating. I'm not saying to throw an outfield upper deck in there. We don't need that. But you do need legitimate outfield seating. I would also say do a smaller second deck in either right field or left field to try and make it look larger. And then you can also take some of the bad seats out of the upper deck to do that and really make the upper deck minimized as much as possible. That's what I would suggest, but I think what we're seeing with these newer stadiums is we're just seeing no outfield seating, and it comes off to me looking really minor league. We need, legitimate outfield seating. This is Major League Baseball, but either way, that is the situation on the Rays. We're probably going to get another new stadium from Hillsborough County, a new proposal, at least an updated proposal on what they want to do. This will be their 16th different stadium rendering. I'm kidding, but I mean, it is crazy. Either way, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description.